If Joe Burrow does what everybody in Baton Rouge thinks Joe Burrow can do, the $250 that you're trying to avoid paying now, you're going to be begging for it.
The world of sports collectibles and signed memorabilia is bigger and more complicated than you might imagine. Athletes like Joe Burrow have signed exclusive deals with companies like Fanatics that limit how many officially licensed autographs exist, which is why the collection at Tiger Bait Sports Cards and Collectibles in Baton Rouge is even more impressive.
Sports Collectibles, Southern Fundraising, and Tiger Bait are the only three dealers that have Fanatics authenticated Joe Burrow merchandise to sell now going forward.
After a Fanatics approved signing event in Baton Rouge was postponed until after the NFL season because of the coronavirus, shop co-owner Adam Tower was offered by a partner company to bring memorabilia to a private signing in Joe Burrow's hometown of Athens, Ohio. An offer that Tower couldn't refuse.
We called a couple of our partners and we loaded up a 14-foot trailer, got in a truck, and drove 14 and a half hours to Athens, Ohio.
Roughly 700 items made the trip, everything from cards, posters, and helmets to much more.
If you count Joe and the Fanatics people, there were 11 people that were involved with this signing. When you put it in that perspective, to be one of 11 people that got to be in Athens with Joe this weekend, that kind of brings back the fun of it and puts the business, aside for a second.
And while Joe was limited to signing only officially licensed merchandise, some pieces were given a pass based on the artwork or who had already signed it.
They allowed this item to be signed because it has Billy Cannon and Warren Rabb on it. So because they're deceased, they allowed Joe to sign it. It was an experience. It's one that I don't look forward to having again. But at the same time, if they called tomorrow and said, hey, we need you back in Athens next week, he's going to do it again, I'm going back to Athens.
Covering the Tigers, I'm Reggie Chapman, WBRZ Sports 2, your home for LSU Sports.